I've spent $25,279 on Whiteout Survival in 138 days. We're on the 4th day of state versus state prep. Let me get into that. Let me get into some of the spending. I'm trying to play as an efficient whale. I've been doing good on the efficiency. I feel like the goal is to see, how much money translates into power in a short amount of time. But I've been going over budget. So, there's a difference between budget and efficiency. And I originally had this budget that was going to be only like $16,000. Well, it was like $12,000, then $16,000. I'm way beyond that now. And now I'm just focused on efficiency and enjoying the game. I'm being careful. I'm trying to slow down lately, but I kind of because I'm doing this thing where I'm only upgrading in between SVS, and I'm only going to have opportunities to do it certain amounts of time. And there's certain events that just came up that were kind of high value events like Frosty Fortune. I'm way over budget again, but I'm still trying to make sure the spend is efficient. So let's get into it tonight and see where things land. But let's start with some of the spending, and then I'll come back around to state of power because I'm going to need to bounce around a little bit for that. So let's see what's in the standard shop today. Well, we got the custom armament chest, and that's convenient because we have some hero gear to work on tonight as part of stage 4. So I'm going to put the lucky hero gear chests in here, and I'm going to buy... For now, I'm just going to be modest. I'm going to buy up to the $10 amount. I don't know. I did a lot of spending on lucky hero gear chests. This is more for the VIP than it is for the chests themselves because I bought a lot through the treasure hunters. So I think I'm good there. Custom pet chest is done. And troops training, I could go more, but I'm just trying to, just grab what I can a little bit. And the same thing here with the Tech Storm pack. I'm just going to buy this up to the $10 mark just mainly for VIP and nothing else. Charms I already did that with, and I think that's all we're looking at here. We got the daily deals. And then I can see if I get lucky on the chests. Hey, that's pretty lucky on the chests. All right. And then we got the Fire Crystal Weekly card and the Ultimate Value Monthly card. Good on that. And I think that's it. I think I already got the Mithril. Didn't reset yet, did it? Oh, it did. The Mithril reset. So I'll grab another $5 worth of Mithril just for the VIP efficiency aspect of that. And I think that's it. I think that's it for now. There are some work that I can do on experts some more. But I think I'll just wait for the Dawn value packs for that. And because I'm going to only upgrade for the most part between SVS. So that's the standard shop. Let's take a look at the deals section. And we got the Vault of Enigma. So I've got this queued up for the Chief Charm Designs because those are a hard to get item. And so that's what I'm going to end up getting here. And then take our travel rewards. And sign in and earn it. Clear that. Deadshot. Grab that. And I think that's about it for the deal section. And now if we go to Frosty Fortune, let me just go ahead and do this now since I'm kind of in the spending phase, and then I'll come back to the state versus state aspect. So I think I did clear all these. This is the last day of this event. So I made sure I cleared all those before recording. And then we'll do what we've been doing, and I'm going to buy up to the $50 mark. And at this point, I really don't need to. I've got all the things I wanted to get. I've got the 2 city skins and the March skin and the pet. So here's what I got already, right? I got the 2 city skins, the March skin, the other March skin I already got, and I got all the pet food. So at this point, it's just what else can I get, that I can use? And I'm going to actually grab these stones before I forget them, the essence stones, because that's a good deal. And then probably the next thing to get here is really just the pet chests. That's it. And then if I can, however many of those I can get, and is what I'll get. So let's see. I could actually just hold on to these gems as well, but I'm going to need those pet gems or those pet. Whoa! I got the 100, and look at that. I clicked away right away. All right, I'm off to a good start already, and that was on a gold chest. Hey, this might be a good day. Come on, Frosty Fortune. Here we go. No, come on. Just gonna give me... Was that leftover luck from yesterday? Was I owed that? Come on, man. Give me some goodies. Hey, all right. This is turning out to be a good day. A good day. Another 100. 20, take it. 50, I'll take it. Come on, man, keep it coming. I've had so much bad luck all week. Keep it coming tonight. I'll even suffer the crappy boards. As long as you keep giving me the good rewards. Oh, come on. I suppose I deserve that. All right. I know at this point, if I ask for anything more, I feel like I'm being greedy. So 50 again. Nice. I'm just gonna take it in stride now. Oh, come on. That's 2 silver chest boards. Oh my God. Gold, all gold. Come on, come on, Frosty Fortune. Don't do me dirty like that. Get me all excited and then let me down. All right, come on. 20s, I'll take the 20s, yes. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Now I'm paying for that luck with crappy boards. All right, you know what? Let's take a quick break. I'm going to open up, I'll clear these out. And then I'm going to open up these chests, see what I got there. Only 20 more gems. All right, here we go. Feel like you need to change up the cadence there. Oh, man. Come on. Hey, another 100. All right. Frosty Fortune, I'm hitting the gold tonight. Yes, sir. 50 again. Nice. This makes up for all the crappy luck I had yesterday. I think I'm ahead of the game right now. 20, nice. Hey, all right, you know what? I'm in a gambling mood. I'm going to open all. Now, that didn't turn out so good. Oh my God. Doing me dirty. $20, all right, take the 20s. Come on. Well, there's an argument to be said you shouldn't refresh it unless you can open the whole board in case you need to, but I think at this point I'm done because I'm not going to spend 90 more to refresh just to get nothing out of it. So, you know, wait, I'll just save those 90 for the next event, which isn't a lot, but look at that. I've got 1,000 now, so I won't be able to buy out the pet advancement materials, but that's a pretty good dent in the pet materials. And I think overall I did all right on this event. Now, if I wanted to spend even more, I could, and then I can buy those out. But I don't think it's kind of worth it at this point. I got all the value that I could out of this event this time, and I actually did pretty good if you think about it overall, right? Because I got the 2 city skins, another March skin, bought out the pet food, and bought out a little bit. What was that? About a little more than half of the pet advancement materials. So replenish that stock that I just used up. So I think that's pretty good. I don't know. What do you think? How you been doing it, Frosty Fortune? Drop me a comment. Have you had the luck that I've had, or has it been better or worse? All right, so that's Frosty Fortune. I'll tell you what, let me show you something on the experts quick, because I'm going to sit on the experts now. I've been hearing a lot of people saying, oh, be careful with this, you know, the Trek supplies, because once you get to 80, make sure you can claim. As far as I've seen, and I've seen a bunch of people make these comments, so I figured I'd test it out. I don't know why they put the 100 up there, because there doesn't seem to be a limit. Like, if you just can keep claiming it. If you don't use them, you just keep claiming it. So can anybody tell me why the 100 is on there? Maybe you can only use 100 a day or something? Like, why did they even put 100 on there if you can use more than 100? So essentially what I'm doing right now is I'm saving them because FC5 is going to be opening up very soon at the end of this week, essentially, I think on Monday. So I'm going to saving them because I want to make sure I get Romulus. So basically, I'm not going to run the Trek again until I get Romulus, because I got all the initial heroes and I spent some money to upgrade the experts. So I might as well just hold on to that and make sure I have more chances to get Romulus later. So I'm just going to let that keep accumulating. If anybody knows the reason why that's limited, though, why it shows the 100, drop me a comment so I can try to understand it. Some things in this game I just don't understand, and that's one of them. Oh, I had the beast still running. I don't need that anymore. That was just to clear the task. So I'll clear that and heal my troops. All right, so with that done, let's get into the event section. And if we look what's going on here, the main thing I wanted to point out, I'm not doing anything with Lucky Wheel. Symphony of Change I was able to finally clear. So we'll just clear this out. And this is what I'm talking about. This is how we know FC5 is coming. And basically 4 more days, we'll get FC5. And from everything I've heard, I think that's when we're getting Romulus. Some people, including Concierge Support, told me that it is completely random. I no longer believe them because nobody in the entire state has gotten Romulus. And I guarantee you, as soon as we hit FC5, people are going to start getting Romulus. So this is what other people have told me, and I'm starting to believe the theory. So let's clear these out, and I can get into what's going on here. So essentially, what we've started having a discussion of a state is, do we want to keep on pushing because we're ahead by quite a bit. I'm not necessarily trying to push, but I don't mind taking the leaderboards. This is an event where I was waiting to upgrade anyway. So if my goal is going to be to upgrade every SVS and just do minimal rewards along the way and not really do a lot of upgrading, then this is my only opportunity to upgrade. So as much as I would, it does make sense to some degree to hold back a little and save some more for the next SVS. Like, I'm going to be sacrificing power and growth to do that. So if this is the one time I'm doing it and it helps me hit the leaderboard and helps the state still win, it looks like we're going to win either way. But and it's the only time that I get a chance to do the upgrades and help the team, then I'm going to do it. So that's what I'm doing. I've been waiting a long time for these upgrades. In fact, 2 months. So like, why should I wait another month and go 3 months? Just for when I'm spending and growing anyway. So this is unlike, I would say this is the difference between like a free to play and mid-spend strategy though, because like if you're not spending at the rate I'm spending, it probably doesn't make sense actually. Like, but I still, like, how are you going to tell somebody they've been waiting for 2 months? Can you wait for another month? So I don't know. It's a big complicated thing. Basically, I think what we're going to suggest to people is just, do what you want to do at a slower pace, but please consider conserving because we're already ahead by quite a bit. It's unlikely that we're going to lose this prep. So kind of like, don't go crazy, do what you want to do what you need to do, but don't go crazy with it. Me, on the other hand, I am not going to go crazy with it, but some of the things I'm doing are crazy because I've been spending a lot and not had an opportunity to, to do any upgrades until now. So let's show you the upgrade. So, I forgot to show the phase. So this sub-target phase, for most people, this is going to be Troop Day. The president has enabled Troops Day. I'll do some troops because, it's always good to have some troops. So I don't want to have this fake sense of power. The only reason I'm doing troops is to make sure I have a good buffer for things like Foundry or when we're battling and stuff like this. But, and when you do city attacks during the battle phase, you'll lose some troops as well. So I'm going to do some troops for that purpose, but I don't want to just like be spamming troops for power. I don't like doing that. But if you look, the other thing that's here, we got charms, which I've already done all my charms. Here's what I've been waiting for, though. We've got Essence Stones, Widgets, and Mithril. And I've been waiting for that. And the thing is, the last 2 days we also have an opportunity to do pets if I wanted to do some more with pets, but I've already done quite a bit with them. We have another opportunity to do Essence Stones, Widgets, and Mithril on the last day. So essentially, I've got 2 days. I've got today and tomorrow to do Essence Stones, Widgets. And if I really wanted to, I can even pop the Essence Stones pack, but I've just been spending a lot lately. I don't know. I probably should pop it, but I don't know. We'll see. I've been spending a lot, so I'm trying to slow down again, but maybe it would be worth it. So let's get into the hero gear. The first thing I've been waiting to do, waiting until I can spend some Mithril, is get these everything to plus 20, and then start working on Geronimo's gear as well. So, or let's just call it infantry gear at this point. So this I need to empower to get to plus 20. I got to forge first. And now I can empower. All right. So that's plus 20 now. Now we can get this to plus 20. All right. And we can bring this to plus 20, but I think I'm going to have to master forge first. All right. So now we've got everything and to plus 20. And by the way, I kind of stored some of my power in the other heroes. If you see, I've got the mythic gear here plussed up, but I can take that back whenever I need to. So I've got that on tap ready to go. And so with this all at plus 20, my first goal over here. All right, so first things first, I want to get this to plus 60 because that'll give me the infantry defense bump. So I think this is set so that I can actually do this. All right, so that's at plus 60 now. And I'm going to let that sit there for now, because if I keep on doing this, I'm just going to get hero attack and up and infantry attack, and I don't really want that. The next thing to focus on is really this gauntlets, and my goal for the gauntlets is get this to all the way to 100. That's quite a long journey and a lot of stuff to get there. So let's start with getting, let's see, I don't know if it's at the right level. It needs to be 13. So we got to master forge first. All right, now it's at 13. Now I can empower to plus 60. All right. And now my goal is basically to get this all the way to plus 100 as fast as I can. And this is going to be a slog. So what I'm going to do, let's see how far I can get there tonight by taking back all the stuff that because I spent a lot on Treasure Hunter. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this back and I'm going to take all this back and see how far I can push it. So reforge. These are free basically. Enhancement reforger. It's free and it'll reset to 0. You don't lose anything. It's only if you do the essence stones, the mastery reforges, that you lose stuff. And the reason I did this is because we had a foundry event, and having multiple marches that were strong were kind of useful. It's kind of useful for other reasons too. Like it was decent for arena as well, to have the other two heroes having some better gear. But there we go. So now I took it all back. And now the question is, how far can I push that infantry gear? Let's see. How far can I get? Because I did do a lot of spending on... That's a lot. I did a lot of spending on... All right, that's that. Look how much that took to get to 78. So now this has become my next gating thing. Like it's going to take a lot to get to 100. I just barely made it to 78. I thought maybe I was going to be able to get to, I thought I was going to be able to get to plus 80 tonight, but without spending a bunch more on, hero gear chests, I don't think I'll be able to. So let's see. How much is it going to be for each one? Yeah, that's like 7,300 per level now. So I'd have to spend quite a bit. Let's see. Well, there's the hero gear mastery. I'm gonna sit on this for now. Let's close that. I'm gonna think about that one. But what I was really going to try to check out was this custom armament chest. Like, look, that's 2,400. So if I bought this and ignore the custom hero gear chests, which usually it's better to get the custom hero gear chest. I'm just trying to give a relative amount here. This is like, what is that? 246, 7,200. And that's just barely enough for getting to level 78, I think. Well, probably 79. And then if I didn't do that and I got the hero gear chest instead, they kind of depends. It's the luck of the draw. You might get mythic out of it. But let me see. Let's see what happens. You know what? As a matter of fact, I've been spending so much lately. Let's just see if we can get that. Let's see how close we get to plus 80 tonight. How about that? I'm gonna say it's because I'm a content creator, but we all know it's not because of that. I'm just a sucker for upgrades, I guess. So let's see. So let's open up those chests first and see how we did. Oh, not bad in mythic. Yeah, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And see a bunch of purple there, so that's pretty good. And let me just clear these while I'm in here. And then clear this while I'm in here. All right, so let's go back and see how far I can get this tonight with that additional spend. 79. And power. Ooh, that gets rough. And now I need to be... Man. Now I know why you guys tell me you're going to need all the mythic gear you can get. Because that is a lot. That's 14 right there between those two operations. Two upgrades. And look at that mithril just disappearing. I thought I had so much. It's just evaporating. And that's all. That's what I'm going to get to. That's what I'm going to get to tonight. 81. All right. I'm happy with that. But man, that journey to 100 is going to be quite the journey. But now I've got some, I mean, that's only the plus 80 is only exploration. So I don't care about that. What I care about is I'm on the path to plus 100 there. And that'll be a nice upgrade. But look at how much gear and stones and mithril this chews up. I mean, that is so much. So I'm going to follow a similar strategy, but it's kind of like inverse, or that the places are inversed with Mia and Alonzo essentially with the Lancer and the Marksman gear, because what happens here is you get like a plus 60 attack, which is a little bit easier to get to. And this is aligned with the stats for the hero, because you're going to be pushing lethality while going for the plus 60 attack. So I'll go for the plus 60 first. And then this is the place it gets a little weird, but now I've got a choice between going for, the plus 100 here or the plus 100 on the goggles. And basically you want to go for the plus 100 on the goggles because, well, you don't get attack again until the plus 100. You're going to be pushing lethality all along the way. So that's what I'm going to do next. It'll be, I'll go for the plus 60 over here because it's kind of within reach and you're pushing lethality. And then I'll go for the plus 100 here and pushing lethality while you're trying to go to the plus 100. And the same thing here. I'm going to, push lethality while I'm going towards the plus 30 attack for the plus 60. And then I'll push the goggles to go to plus 100 for the marksman attack. So that's kind of my game plan right now. And I'll probably do marksman before lancers because I like that infantry marksman kind of combo because it's good for bear and it's good for city attacks. That's going to be my basic, my game plan. Now, I'm going to hold off on widgets tonight because I'm going to go check the scoreboard, but I have a funny feeling with all that mithril, I'm off the charts. So let's go check the charts. Let's go see what happened. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, but I'm not off the charts. Look at that. So somebody else pushed a bunch as well. So I could actually, if I want to make sure I do have a bunch of widget work to do, so I could push that a little bit too. I'll go ahead and do some of that. Let's see. We've got, what other widget work do we have to do? I do want to save some stuff for, yeah, I've got all the level 3, all the hero, the third generation heroes to do. I've got Logan to do as well, and I've got Philly and Flint. But one of the things I did want to do and I planned for is getting Philly's widget maxed because she's useful in certain exotic combinations. I say exotic combinations, but she's got interesting defensive qualities, let's say. And I want to play around with how I can make use of that. So now I've got Philly's maxed. And then we've got flint, which, yeah, I don't have that many left. So I'm going to have to work some more on the Gen 2 widgets. But I already have, where is he? Yeah, I already have Alonzo's widget maxed as well. So let's see where that puts me on points. See how much more I need to do. All right, that's getting there. And then if we go to Gen 1, first thing I want to do is get, I know this sounds odd and counterintuitive, but it's for similar reasons. I've heard about some exotic, well, first of all, as a whale account, you kind of want to get as much max as you can. So I've been planning for this and trying to save up for Gen 1 widgets as well, which are actually harder and harder to find. So I've been trying to save up for the Gen 1 widgets, or, you know, acquire them as much as I can so that I can push these heroes as well. But again, I've heard that he can be useful in certain kind of exotic combinations, so I'm going to test some of that out. But mainly I just want to have all this maxed out for my account. All right, and what else do we have for Gen 1? Do I have Natalia and Molly?
Snowball fight.
I would probably favor Molly first. And so here's where I need to get some more widgets for Gen 1 still. So I was able to get the 2 heroes pressed that I wanted, and then I got to save up for the rest because I won't be able to get them until I get more widgets. All right, let's see where that puts me in points. See how it's going. All right, that's not a big lead, but it is a lead. So I think I'll save the rest of the widget. Actually, I'll do a tiny bit. Let's see. If we do the
fist of steel are
yeah, so we'll do some of this a little bit. And now he's +2, so at least he has some expedition skill. And the same thing here. There we go. And now I've got plenty else to do as far as troops, because I still haven't done much with my troops. And see where that puts me on points. All right, that's you know, it's not a big margin, but you know, I can always do more widget work later if I need to, because I got so much vested, I might as well try to take the leaderboard every day, right? If I can. This is when I'm doing my upgrades, so might as well. But I think if I can't get there with the troops upgrades, then I'll do it with widgets. But I think I really want to save the widgets for the last day. All right, that's a lot of work for one day. A lot of work on hero gear, actually, specifically, and that's something I've been waiting for a while. You can see how that translated to power. Actually, let's get that rounded up since it's a troop day anyways. I'll just do a little bit of troop work over here. Where are we? Here we go. Train that. See where we're at. Yeah, there we go. So we're at 242 now. So not too bad, not too shabby. Pretty good account progress for one night on the heroes. And we'll see how that translates to, you know, things like exploration and the arena. It is a pretty good bump there, I'd say. So we'll see how that goes. Let's take a look at the leaderboard quick, actually. See how things are working out. Personal power. That's where things are looking like for personal power. How are things looking like for hero total power? That's still not as high as I'd like to see it compared to neighboring states, but I mean, they must be, I don't know, they must be either spending more than me or more advanced than we are over here, but you know, it's a pretty good bump as well. And then, oh, I just missed it too quickly. We look at the hero power. Mine is going to be Geronimo right now. So with that all done, let's take a look at VIP and see where we sit. Now, I have a confession to make. I made a mistake last night. I forgot to make sure that I had all my VIP points cleared before I went in here. And as a result, I thought I only had 700,000 last night. I actually had something more like, I don't know, 824,000 last night, but I forgot to apply the VIP points before I came in here. So look at that. We have almost 1 million VIP points again. That's going to be a fun spinning session. And in fact, I might just buy that hero gear just to have a little bit more in the tank for that. You know, I mean, I've been spending a bunch, but you know that pop-up pack only comes along so frequently. So darn it, I'm just gonna do it because that'll replace a whole bunch of those essence stones I just got, and that'll put another 20,000 VIP in the tank. So let's grab that. And then I need to calm down soon. All right, SVS prep is almost over. Give me a break. I need to calm down soon. But I'm gonna have to top off my account again. I'm running out of frost stars on this account. I'm gonna have to top it off again soon. So let's see where things sit when we actually do this spinner wheel session. That's gonna be pretty fun, but I'm gonna wait until after SVS. We have too much going on right now. So we'll see how that works out. That's all I have for tonight, but I hope you're enjoying the content. I hope you're enjoying the journey, hanging out with me every night like this, watching the account growth, watching me grow both as a player and watching the account growth as well. Hope you really appreciate that. And if you do, you have to help me out by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and then turning on notifications. That way, whenever I post anything, you know about it right away. Thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, I'll see you later.